Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Jamie here today with Nathan, and we're going to be reviewing Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. We're finally on Part 6, and it was worth the wait, let's just say that.
Oh, I was nervous going into this one, Sonny. I thought, you know what, I've been hyping it up. Bet it's going to be trash. It did not fail to disappoint. It was something spectacular compared to everything else.
Definitely. So it was released in 1986, a year after Part 5. So, you know, they went from trying to cancel them to just busting them out every single year. So it starts, I think it's we don't know, it's a few years since the last one. We start off with Tommy and his mate. They've escaped from the mental asylum, and they go in to dig up Jason because Tommy wants, closure, I guess. But they've recast Tommy again. This time he's played by Tom Matthews. He's out of Return of the Living Dead and stuff. And I like the guy's performance. What did you think of it?
Yeah, Tommy felt like a good character. He was good. Played him well.
Obviously, since the last, he barely said anything in Part 5, did he? So they had to give him some character or something. But something I thought of last night after we watched it, they're going to dig up Jason to, I guess, kill him again or whatever, aren't they? But in Part 5, they say he got cremated. So... But who cares at this point, right? You just want to bring Jason back, so fuck it, it don't really matter.
Yeah.
So he decides to stab him with a pole, doesn't he? He gets it from the fence, and he just puts it inside his body. But, electricity strikes and fucking... Oh my
Mother
God.
Nature had other ideas, what he wanted for sweet old Jason.
Mother Nature wanted Jason back. It's been long enough. The people miss Jason.
Mother Nature herself went, fuck Roy.
So, of course, Jason comes back, and now it's a zombie Jason. His skin's all, fucking... But this is the best kind of Jason, really,
Oh, yeah. When you think of Jason, you might have a glimpse of thought of, Part 2 Jason bag on the head. But your first real thought of Jason is undead murderer.
So he ends up punching a hole right through Tommy's friend, and does he grab his heart? He grabs something, doesn't he? He goes straight through.
It's either his heart or something there.
Tommy gets away, and then we get the first sign that this film isn't taking itself seriously because they parody James Bond, don't they? With Jason, just he walks, doesn't he, and he just slashes, and it comes up with a title.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It was, and that just sets the tone for the rest of the film because this is the first meta Friday film. Let's just say that Tommy goes to the police station looking for help, but obviously, this guy's a prick in it, this sheriff a little bit. The way he's like, "Oh, you don't get out of here, I'll shoot you," and shit like that.
His fucking mate's a dickhead as well.
Oh yeah, they're all. At least they're a character, I guess, but
they're a character, but the main sheriff, you can understand his motives throughout the film because it's his town. His daughter's involved, wants to keep her safe. But his mate is just such a weird little cretin. All he does is point his ridiculous fucking revolver dot sight, which...
Oh yeah, bang, you're dead.
Wherever this laser points, bang, you fuck off.
So Tommy tries warning him about Jason. He goes to grab a gun, and they end up locking him up because they think he's crazy and he's just escaped from the asylum and shit. And we also find out they've renamed Crystal Lake to Forest Green. That's gonna stop Jason. Literally, what the fuck?
Jason's not gonna look at a sign and go, "Better move on then, shouldn't I?"
They've moved on, so should I. So quite a few of the kills inside this, you can tell they just wanted to build up the body count. So we've got this couple inside the car, aren't there? And Jason's just standing in front, and she goes, "I've seen enough horror films to know where the one I'm asking a good idea and stuff." But it's Jason killed him himself because he's like, "Let's run over him," or scare him. So they drive closer to him, and Jason gives him a warning shot. He just punches the guy and kill him straight away. Self-defense.
And then he's like, bang bang. So Jason ruins his whole career. And then we get the first inkling that maybe Jason isn't just undead, but in fact Houdini. Because she's looking at him in the eye, she's giving it there. Is $2. Honestly, the disrespect on his name. He disappears, and then he appears behind her.
Yeah, they just
stabs her.
Just stabs her. It's like he jumps, isn't it? You just see his feet land on the floor.
My man Jason got Houdini tricks, and I live for it.
After that, we're introduced to the sheriff's daughter, who's called Megan, and you can tell straight away she likes Tommy. She's eyeing him up and stuff like that. And obviously, she's a thrill seeker, and she wants to, see what all the fuss is about.
The only way it could have been less obvious if she was there going, "Tommy, Tommy." That's the only way.
We've also got this trip, haven't they? The people decide what, they playing paintball or something, office workers or some shit.
Yes, and Jesus H, that was a rough scene.
But at least got a few kills out of it.
We got a few kills, but I hated every last one of them people. I am so happy they died.
I don't even remember their names, to be honest. But he throws one of the guys into the tree, doesn't he? His arm comes off, but he makes an implant of a smiley face on the tree.
I think the smiley face is already there.
No, it wasn't.
What? I
No.
did. I thought.
No.
I thought it was just a smiley face that was there, and his blood painted it.
No, it's supposed to be like it's a comedy, innit? It's not taking itself seriously.
Jesus.
But Jason just looks at the arm, doesn't he? He's like, wait, what?
Oh shit! I can rip arms off now. To be fair, there are some comedy kills in this film, and they are great.
They are good. There's 3 of them, isn't there? Just like wander about, and Jason just drops out the tree and slash. Does he take all 3 of the heads off? We don't really see it.
Takes all 3 heads off. If that was in Halo, he would have got the triple kill voice line. It was gorgeous.
And then that geek in there, he shoots Jason with a paintball. Jason just looks down. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I've just got these, you fucking dick.
So the sheriff decides to take Tommy out of the town, and he drives him and just basically he's like, I'm not gonna wait for the institutions to come pick you up because I don't want you causing trouble. So he just drops him outside of town. Like, okay.
To be a police officer in horror films, you have to fail test. I swear to God.
You take the test to become a police officer, you failed. Like, yeah, you're hired. We want you. You're stupid as fuck.
It's like you take the test, get the badge, and then when you get to the office, he just throws the book out the window. Like, you don't need this shit. Whatever gives you the best jokes, do that.
Well, we didn't mention before, but there's the drunk guy in there who's like taking care of the grave sites and shit. And he's just wandering home one night. He throws his bottle inside the air, and you don't hear it smash. And he turns around, and Jason's got hold of the bottle, like, you got to take care of the environment. Don't be throwing glass around.
Green.
And he slashes it and just impales him with it, basically.
Beautiful.
There's a lot of kills, like I said. They just basically put, like, we've got the RV kill as well, isn't there, where the couple's in the RV. And, like, I don't think they're supposed to be screwing, I guess, but she's just on top of him, just dancing. She's going left to right like this, like, yeah.
Were you aware that left to right is the most sexual thing a woman can do for a man? Not forward, back, left, right.
Left, right. Jason cuts the cord or something, don't you? And they go outside, but then they come back. Jason's basically hiding inside the toilet, and he grabs her when she's coming to the thing. And then, like, this guy's a dickhead, like, the guy driving, but, most people are inside this film anyway. Yeah. And we get a 6 shot, don't we? He puts her head through the,
it's
what the
beautiful.
fuck is it? Is it metal?
It's metal, but it's like the weird thing what they use on car where it's like, not exactly like reinforced steel, but a sheet of metal. Oh, he pushes her face and she just keeps going, comically long. But the dickhead boyfriend's in the back of the car like, oh, you having a shit back there, love? Are you wanting more sex? I love you. It's like, can you not hear her? Dying. Oh wait, you can't because you're a dickhead and you put the radio on absolutely full. You piece of shit.
Speaking of Jason could just walk right up to him without him hearing because of the music and shit.
And he does.
And he stabs him straight through the ear with the knife, which causes the RV to fucking crash. But that ain't gonna stop Jason because we see him just push the door up and he just comes on top of the thing and he's just stood on top of it.
The way he stood there was sort of, how the fuck do we get down? Because there's a lot of fire. There's quite a few things in this film I'll note that Jason just sort of stands there and he's almost got the body position of like, fucking why?
Speaking of Megan, what we mentioned before, what is she on the table, like balancing her feet or something, like, and her phone rings and she falls over because, her phone ringing is so shocking. In an office where there's a phone.
She is dumb. Megan is dumb. Not the worst character we've had, though. There's been worse.
Definitely not, no. At least she, tries to do something.
She's trying.
Speaking of, Tommy phones and she makes the plan to go and help Tommy out because, like I said, she's a thrill seeker and she wants to, So eventually they book in. She's helping him out and they get caught but then they get out again, don't they? There's no point in mentioning that. They use the laser on that guy and shit like that.
There's one thing I want to mention about that scene.
What?
The fucking sheriff's assistant, deputy, whatever. Well, Tommy's in the cell and she's trying to communicate and work out a way out. He's like, yeah, stop it, babes. Yeah, chill, babe. It's like, you ain't together, you weird shit.
Yeah, she's 19, 20, and you're in your 30s at least.
He's like, just, yeah, babes, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Love you. Like, what the fuck, you weird bitch.
So we figured out Tommy's plan to stop Jason. He wants to basically put him where the place he died in the lake. And that's his plan to stop him. But will it work? We'll find out. This is what I don't get on. There's the big cabin full of kids in the camp. Yeah. Why is Jason protecting him? Did they remind him of when he was younger or something? Because he goes up to one, doesn't he? And he slowly, but he's obviously not going to kill her. He's just trying to scare her or some shit.
I think it might just be because this is just the way I'm trying to think, but I'm pretty sure he could kill a kid if he wanted to. It's like he knew when he died he was a kid. Well, when he originally got fucked up, he was a kid. So he might look at kids like the way Silent Hill looks at kids. They're innocent. They've not done anything to deserve punishment, where
Sure.
teenagers are fucking smoking the devil's lettuce,
Yeah,
making bad political
yeah.
decisions. I don't know.
No, you got a point there. Yeah, you're right. Because Jason always seems to be the guy who stops them from fucking or doing drugs, and obviously kids aren't doing any of that. So yeah, that's
Jason
probably
from
it.
there.
And then there's another, like, we find out he's a zombie because the sheriff just keeps unloading on him with the shotgun, and he just keeps, I love it, he shoots him, he goes down, he gets back up, shoots him, goes down, gets back up.
It's always like I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back up. Then, the kill on the sheriff folds him like an old school Nokia flip phone, brutalized.
So we get to the finale of the film. Tommy goes on a boat in Crystal Lake and he tries luring Jason in. And he sets, I like the visual of it, he sets the fire on the boat, that does look good. But then he starts calling Jason names and Jason comes after him very slowly.
For some reason, Jason apparently has a really sensitive side.
I'm guessing it's more the fact that you recognise Tommy and you know, he's got away the past 2 films.
He wouldn't know, he'd have a bald head. Why did he shave his head?
So the plan works, Jason eventually like, gets dragged down into water, but he's obviously still alive, so he's grabbing at Megan. And she's smart at this point, she turns the boat propeller on and it just, does it snap his neck or it cooks him definitely?
I think it snaps his neck or at least like conks him out.
And then there's Jason's resting place until the next film.
Jason lives. Call the film Jason Lives. Jason dies at the end. Don't know, you won't call it Jason Lives, would you?
But something I found out before we get into the overall rating, the original ending, they was going to introduce Jason's dad, Elias, and it was going to be revealed he was the one paying off the groundskeeper, you know, for the graves.
That would have been nice, because all this time I've been like, who buried Pamela? Who buried Jason? Who's burying these undiscovered bodies? Oh no,
That would have been a cool thing, but they never actually, I think they did comics with him, but they never actually showed him on film, but, you know. So overall rating, what are you giving the film? I'm just going to say 7 out of 8. You said 7 last night?
I lied.
You lied.
I lied. Giving it a think over, it was such a shot of life what the film needed. Like, it needed this. We're going this way, let's turn it this way. It was a lethal dose of adrenaline that the film series needed. It was good, everything was fine about it. Jokes were fine, comedy was fine, characters were good. Jason was bin.
Not much more else you can ask. Even a good soundtrack as well of Alice Cooper, so, like, you know.
Didn't even notice you were the one that pointed out.
Yeah, but still, it's like it doesn't drag. There's multiple stories going on. We're not just focused on counselors at the camp. You know, there's multiple shit going on. So yeah.
Some weird kid.
Next week, New Blood. We got Carrie versus Jason next week, so that's going to be interesting to see.
Let's go part 8.
Oh, we're waiting for Manhattan now, yeah.
Yeah, we're aiming for Manhattan, baby.
Until next time, check out Nathan's social links down below. Click like and subscribe if you're new. In a bit.